Learn the truth about the game by joining dating and life coach Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham live in New York City on Saturday, April 14th at the NYC Seminar and Conference Center for the Truth About the Game seminar. In this seminar, Mr. Locario will teach you exactly what you need to know to be successful with women. Space is extremely limited, so purchase your tickets today at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com.
Yo, what's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and the subscriber sent a donation, so thanks for your donation. And remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, make sure you click the link below and send a donation, all right? So this one says, hey, Mr. Locario, I'm an avid fan of your much-needed work and have learned a lot. My success rate with women has gone up substantially over the past 4 months or so tuning into your work. I'll try to keep this message short, but I want you to comment on my situation that happened tonight with your thoughts. I met this hot chick on Bumble and followed the game like you said and almost immediately got her off the site. I noticed immediately that she was extremely cooperative with responses and suggested a date for the weekend. She says she was off work Friday, so I set up a coffee date. We met on the date and had a good conversation, and I started the flirting and light touching. After the first date, I didn't wait till the next week to hit her up again, but texted her that Sunday because she said she was going out of town that next weekend. I know what you always say, strike while the pussy is hot. So I set up a date with her for tonight, which is Tuesday. We met up at a restaurant for appetizers and drinks, which I chose because how close it was to my place. So this is where I fucked up because a part of me started to like the chick. I went back to my old ways, being hesitant to speak that real shit I wanted to say. My flirting was basically non-existent, just a bunch of conversation and small talk. I did, at the end, try to get her back to my spot, but she politely declined. I knew as soon as I drove off, I had fucked up by reverting to my goddamn nice guy. So, so after all of that, here's my questions. How do you, I am speaking of on the second date, when you know you're fucking up and acting too nice or not your real self, self-correct instead of continuing the fuck up. Second, I think she's still feeling me, but probably now throwing me in the hold the pussy, he might be a potential boyfriend category. How can I self-correct and get back to the sexual tension I had with her with the first meeting? I feel like if I had let my real self flow, I probably wouldn't be writing this email and would be blowing her back out right now. Okay. All right, guys, so this is the thing, man. When you're dealing with these girls and you're really trying to, make shit happen as far as, sex happening and sex happening quick, right? What you have to do a lot of times is not only do you have to, build that sexual tension and flirt and everything, you have to put yourself in situations where it sort of makes it easier for you to do that, and also makes it easier for you to get sex. Because the thing is, when you're dealing with these girls and you're trying to get sex from them, you want to have sex as soon as possible, right? So a lot of times what happens is that if you're going on a whole bunch of dates and you're doing all this extra stuff, a lot of time you are, making it harder for you to get the sex. Now, usually if you just want sex, this is why I always tell guys, think about what you're trying to do. Usually, if you just want sex, you can just tell a girl, look, I want to hook up, and let's get together to hook up, and then do that, right? Now, me personally, what I usually like to do is I usually like to go on dates because sometimes I'm feeling the girl out to see how she is, if I want to, like, continue to fuck with her or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So, you could go on dates if you want to do some shit, have the girl come along and also feel her out in that situation. But even when you do that, what you want to do is you still want to have a situation set up to where it lends itself to you being able to get sexual with her easier. So you were saying that you set up a coffee date, right, on the Friday. See, what I always tell guys is forget the coffee dates, forget the dates during the middle of the day or early in the day. If you're going to go on the dates, go on the dates at night, get a drink. You understand what I'm saying? And so that you and her can, be closer together in that environment. That environment, when it's nighttime, when it's a bar, whatever you guys are drinking, you understand, it's a different vibe, and it's a more sexual vibe that can happen versus being, you know, at a Starbucks or some other coffee shop at like 3 in the afternoon. You understand? There's usually no like really a good transition to go from there to sex. You feel what I'm saying? But if you're at a bar and it's like 8, 9 o'clock and you guys are flirting, it is an easy transition to go from there to sex. You understand what I'm saying? And then you said, you went on the second day, so you met up at a restaurant for appetizers and drinks. But then you said you were acting sort of on some nice guy shit and wasn't really just doing you. So the thing is too, is that you got to make sure that you're focused on, you know, interacting with her in the way that you really want to, you know, make shit go down. Like, stop. You don't, look, this is the thing. This is the thing. A lot of dudes, when they go on dates and shit, they'll be a little nervous. They're thinking too much. You know, they're not just cool, calm, and collected, having a good time, being in the moment, and just having fun with it, right? And the thing is, guys, they're you know, so nervous and all of this other stuff because they're so worried about losing a chick. They're so worried about shit not happening. But see, the thing is, you know, on this other date, you should have really kept the sexual tension going. You should have turned it up. Always be on that shit. If you're trying to really, you know, see what's popping with this girl, you got to do that. In fact, you know, every time when you're dealing with a girl, and I talked about this in my book, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men, where I was talking about guys getting in the friend zone, or, you know, guys being a little too platonic with chicks, is that you don't get the chicks in the mood, or that you don't get them thinking about you in that sexual way by being that way. So the thing is, from the time you meet her, right, you always want to have that sexual presence. You want to have that sexual energy, you know, in those moments. You understand? So the thing is, the reason why she probably declined going back to your crib was because you wasn't, you wasn't creating that sexual tension at that moment. And remember, women get horny. So that means that women, right? See, you know, guys, they have a saying, women get horny, guys are horny. So it's like, we're like, whatever, let's do this right now, I'll take you in the bathroom, fuck you. Women, on the other hand, generally, they get horny. What that means is that it builds up, you understand? And it builds up by the way that you are interacting with her. So if you're not interacting with her in no sexual manner, there's no buildup a lot of times. You see what I'm saying? And then this is why she will decline, because she's not ready. She hasn't gotten ready yet. You understand? Like, she's basically, like, mentally she's not wet. You understand what I'm saying? Or even physically she's not wet. Meaning, it's just like when you, let's say when you trying to fuck. You can't fuck with a soft dick. You understand? If your dick's soft, you can't fuck. So it's like mentally she got a soft dick, you know, if that makes any sense. Like, she can't do it now because she's not there yet. And part of why she's not there is because there's been no sexual tension built. Remember, women are following your lead. You understand? So what I would say for you, you know, when you're dealing with these girls, make sure that you're focusing on actually creating that sexual tension at all times, right? Even if you're, you know, analyzing her, qualifying her, you're testing her, whatever it is, it still has to be that sexual tension there the whole time. You know, when you first meet the chick, you know, if you go on the first date, second date, whatever, there always has to be that there. Because if it's not there, this is the thing that makes the chicks lose interest. This is the thing that makes the chicks, you know, you end up dealing with a girl who's an attention whore, who's going to waste your time, who's going to do all this other stuff because you aren't asserting yourself as that dude, right? So if you put yourself as that dude that understands that, you know, hey, this is what I'm trying to do, this is what I'm trying to make happen, then she's going to either do it or she's going to, like, bounce because she was probably going to try to use you for attention, for your money, whatever it is. Or she probably was thinking, oh, I wanted to put this guy in the boyfriend category. But it's going to be hard to do that if she knows that you're just trying to fuck, right? So now this is what you do. And this is what you know, should do if you're trying to holler at this chick again or whatever. Is that you need to hit her up, right? Tell her to come to your place. Tell her, you know, hey, come through to the crib. Order some food, you know, some takeout. We're just going to chill and kick and hook up. You understand what I'm saying? So that she knows that this is what you're trying to do. So every time that you you know, when you're hitting her up or anytime you're hitting up any of these chicks and you want to get that sex shit going, you have to be that dude who is the guy who she sees as the guy she can only have sex with. Because look, it's like this. Let's say if you have on this side the guy that just wants to fuck, and on this side the guy that's like, you know, oh, I'm your cool, friendly guy, I want to get to know you, right? You have to be so far on this side to where it seems impossible that you will ever be this type of dude. See, a lot of times some of you guys are like here in the middle. You know what I'm saying? And then so it's like, she's like, oh, it could be either or, but no, it has to be a definite, like, yo, this guy is definitely just a dude that wants to fuck me. This guy, I could probably put in the friend zone, or maybe he could be my boyfriend, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the way that you're coming at them. You understand? So you have to come at them as the dude who wants to fuck. So every time, so the next time you hit her up, tell her to come to your crib. If she's on some, oh, I don't know, blah, 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 you know, understand that's showing that she's not really interested like that. Or she probably could have been interested before, but now that you've sort of like taken too long, or you understand her whole mood is different. You understand, like you were saying earlier in the email, you got to strike while that shit is hot, because sometimes you have that moment to do it, and then if the moment is gone, it's a wrap. Because now she could be seeing you as a different type of guy. You understand? But the thing is, you know, you could still make something happen if she's interested in you, but what you need to do is you need to holler at her. You need to tell her to come to your crib so that you guys can hook up. And if she's on some, oh, I don't know, but I feel like I want to get to know you more and I'm not that type of girl, blah, blah. Well, you know, that's cool, no problem. But listen, you know, this is what I want to do. So if you change your mind, you got my number. That's it. That's it. You guys can't be scared to lose these girls. You got to let them know what you want to do and then do that. You understand? And then while you're on those dates, because you're like, you know, I'm reverting back to that nice guy, just regular small talk type of stuff, right? And part of it is because you're scared to lose the chick. That's really what it is a lot of times. Because you're figuring if I go hard, or if I do my thing, or if I try to make it happen, then she might say no. I'm scared that she's going to, like, you know, not be down with that. So I want to sort of tiptoe and, you know, do this or do that, or act this way, or be real polite and whatever. It's like, nah, go in. Remember, she's going to follow your lead. So it's either she's going to go along with it, or she's basically going to fall back. But you want that either she's going to fuck with you or not thing. You don't want all that middle type of ground, because all that middle type of ground shit is just a lot of wasted time. Because then that gives her a lot of time to string you along. And then you're wasting time trying to tiptoe into the pussy. And it's just like, what's the point? So, dude, you know what I'm saying? Just remember that every time you're on these dates, you know, or every time you're talking to these girls, every time you're having a conversation with these women, right? Always make it sexual. You understand? 24 hours, 7 days a week. Unless, the only time you don't need to make it sexual is if you're doing like business with a chick. You understand what I'm saying? But other than that, make the shit sexual. That's all you got to really do. You feel what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.
Click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get your tickets for the Truth About the Game seminar. Space is limited, so get your tickets today.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.